Council Road, but pertains to the entire Ward 101. Garbage is thrown in front of our lanes. Human scavengers, birds, animals just strew the contents all over the place. How are you going to help, and what really is Swachh Bharat? Can each one please reply?
Okay, start. Just 2 minutes each, please. And you please make comments. Don't pull down other people. And I understand that there is a lot of anger against the ward officer, but as he says, we did call him here. He's not a candidate standing for election, so we can't call the ward officer here.
Firstly, earlier we had a system of garbage, box garbages. Okay. Now suddenly the BMC takes out the garbage and have a moving mobile van which takes its place. But have they educated the people on garbage management? Firstly, there is no education. I would like to take up an education session of how garbages should be managed. Secondly, you have to sit with your constituency, your ward, and ask them the available time. You have your van coming in the morning, people are off to office. Where will they dump it? Thirdly, implementation. The laws are in place. You have a manning. A BMC has to have a manning system. If they have a manning system, which we have had in Kaleshwari, we've got slums in Kaleshwari, but still it is managed in a perfect way. Because we have people coming 2 or 3 times and getting things done. So it can be done. But first, I strongly feel that people are not educated. Secondly, you have to take their time, not your time. You don't implement that a garbage man comes at 6 o'clock in the morning and people don't get up. Then 9 o'clock in the morning, they go off to office. So I feel that you sit with the constituency, sit in the ward, educate them and take the timing accordingly. Thanks.
I think we first need to educate ourselves on segregation of garbage. Okay? No, Patsy, I heard that. I think even you need to be educated on garbage segregation. So the thing is, once we know what segregation of garbage, I think throwing the garbage comes easier because we need to make compost and recycle our stuff. So it's a lot of people have problems with the garbage. They were used to the fact of the dumping boxes, which were removed. Then they lost out on where to put the garbage. The timings, like Shane said, people need to go to work and stuff like that. Yeah, so we have to come up with a holistic solution to this, okay? Which can only happen again with citizen participation on what the problems are in terms of garbage.
Hello. Just to take the point further, yes, we have to create more civic sense so far as to garbage is concerned. In fact, in my tenure, if you take up the minutes of any ward committee meetings, I have always told the administration, because as councillors we can put forth the suggestions of the residents, but the implementation is to be done by the corporation, by the administration, is that every month we should try and target one spot. St. Peter's Road is an eyesore. When I was the councillor there, we had made efforts. Other efforts have been made, unfortunately. I am of the firm believer that the corporation and the administration should target one spots at a time. Try and find out what is the source of garbage segregation. Unless you work on it in a scientific way, you can't resolve it. Just by cleaning it every day, we are only wasting money on labor, manpower, machinery. But somewhere, if you don't have a holistic approach to try and find out what is the segregation of garbage, how it is done, why it should not be done, are there commercial establishments there, are there defaulters, are there finding marshals there? If you look at it holistically, it can be done. Unfortunately, there was a deadline given by the central government of the Swachhata Abhiyan, and 15 December was the cutoff for removing all the garbage bins in the entire city of Mumbai. So all the ward officers, like the gentleman said, all the ward officers were on a great spree to show that we had, say, 30 or 40 illegal dumping spots, and we have done away with 10, 20, and just having the old pack their old bags. Somewhere I feel the corporation has made the wards garbage bin free but not garbage free. We need to work towards it. It has to be done. Somewhere the approach of the administration has been a very complaint oriented. rather than being a little more responsive, proactive, trying to find out what the problems are. But it has to be a participatory thing. Unless the local residents participate in that, whatever the corporation do, it will be impossible for us to make Mumbai garbage free. It has to be a collective effort. We have to work together. It might take time. We should take time. But if we rather we take more time, then we do it in a slipshod manner. We need to take each spot at a time and try and resolve it to see how we can resolve it at the best. Thank you.
Regarding garbage, I just wanted to say a word. It is an issue. It is an issue at certain places which has to be addressed. But I would like to say that both BMC and the residents, both are responsible 50-50%. It's that we should also take the responsibility. Regarding the specific question of Chapel Road, which you said, Chapel Road. Chapel Road was a vote, 96 was this side, 97 was this side. Chapel Road is in the middle. Both the sides, Congress corporators were there. Tanvir Patel, Karen D'Souza. So I was just wanting to know this thing. Everything is goody-goody.
The next question is regarding parking.
One minute, please sit down. Please, I am requesting all of you again and again, talk positively about what you are going to do about that thing. What hasn't been done, we all know.
Madam, the
And
question
we will
is a
decide.
specific question about Chapel Road.
Yeah.
People should know what is the state of, who was representing that area.
You
They
think
should know that.
You
If
think
they don't know, then what's the sense?
One minute, you think. Okay,
The next question is
there are last three questions only, please.
The next question is about parking. No parking boards odd and even days have been uprooted by miscreants in front of hotels and cafe owners. Also, you are going to be custodians of the law. A lot of people. This is regarding parking. No parking boards or in even days have been uprooted by miscreants in front of hotels and cafe owners. You are going to be the custodians of the law. All of you don't seem to notice, although you pass this every day, virtually impossible to cross all roads now, particularly for senior citizens. What is your opinion on the parking plan that is going to be implemented if you are elected? And what are you going to do about traffic violations? All can answer.
Madam, I agree. Though traffic is more of the traffic police, it's nothing to do with the corporation. But as in the past, I have always been responsive and tried to mediate liaison between the traffic department and the citizens. Yes, I agree, the traffic problem is there, parking problem is there. There is a parking policy being approved by the corporation, which as the opposition we had opposed. It was a ridiculous policy wherein even in residential areas, you have to pay to park your cars at night. I don't think that is a fair policy. We had opposed it, but the ruling alliance had passed it in the corporation. There was a public hue and cry. Then the corporation said that we will try and implement that only in A ward. There was a hue and cry in A ward. The CM, the Honorable CM had stated the policy, but even I was caught unaware. In the last few days in the newspaper you might have read that the state government has very quietly on 5th of Jan, before the election code of conduct came into place, has withdrawn the stay. So that means the policy which we had opposed to holds. The policy in residential areas, commercial areas, there are various rates which have been chalked out, where you can park, where you can't park. Basically, the parking policy is to try and make parking more difficult at a cost, so people are discouraged to park. But I am against that parking policy. If I am living in a building which is 30 or 40 years old, if I have a parking scarcity in my building, I will definitely park on the road. And I don't think the middle class or the common man can afford to pay a couple of ₹1,000 per month only in parking his own car. Parking is an issue which is concerning all of us. We have opposed that policy. Obviously, because the state government has now withdrawn the stay, the policy holds good. But we could definitely, at least I am willing to liaising with the traffic department. Like in the past, John Baptist Road had an issue. I remember when I was there, we had got it approved one-side parking. Veronica Road, Rock Road, wherever there were issues, we had got them. But implementation of the parking or no parking signs has to be done by the traffic department, and that is not under the corporation, it is under the traffic department.
I would like to add to what Asif said. Firstly, traffic is the corporation problem because the road is of the corporation. Okay, that is the first issue. Secondly, if you are saying traffic, how does traffic happen? We have illegal restaurants, joints, all over. How did they get the permission? Why did we get the permission? Okay, I would solve that issue first. If restaurants are not in your residential area, you will not have parking happening. Secondly, in my manifesto, I have also said that with respect to the footpaths, there are narrow lanes which have footpath. Half the roads, I agree that there are, the earlier building never had the parking and still, facilities. So now people living in those areas, they do have the right to park, but where do they go? As Asif already said, you cannot penalize them. But be wise enough to get one of the footpaths out, wherein they can have peaceful parking, and at the same time traffic can be moving. Thank you.
Right? We all are talking about who's in power at the corporation level. Okay, we all know that. But on the lighter side, who's in power at our level in our ward to make a stand and to take a decision and to take us to make a complaint, to take a call on what happens there? It's if the person in our ward cannot take that citizen decision, we are like jokers. Okay, so it's not a question of who is in power. We need a local to actually stand up and make those calls for a citizen. Parking is an issue, yes. Restaurants is an issue, yes. But who is making the noise? Nobody. And yet we go back and say the PMC is in this party and that party. Please focus. The fact is that our local representative has to make that noise.
The BMC's H-West Ward Office, Building and Factories Departments, is issuing erroneous demolition notices.
They can't hear you over the mic like this.
The BMC's H-West Ward, Building and Factories Department is issuing erroneous demolition notices without checking their plans and carrying out the demolition also. What will you do about this? Can each candidate please answer?
Anyway, as a legal, as an advocate, I've been doing this in court. And basically, it's I still tell you that these engineers who are appointed, they are as good as related people. I have met them. Okay, in law, if you serve a notice, a demolition notice once, and there is a stay in court, they keep serving you notices, which is bad in law anyway. So firstly, we have to penalize these officers personally, because this is more of, you can say, that bureaucratic defect, wherein they want bribe. Okay, when you don't bribe, they give you a different reason and different notices. Like I know a structure which had a notice of demolition, wherein that person had every right to go to court. That person had gone to court. The documents are there in court, on the basis of which a stay was granted. Now this gentleman, he goes back and someone another notice saying the parapet is not proper, another notice. So these are basically self-made notices, not legal notices. So according to me, the BMC officers should be taken to task. And there is a law in place for that. There is something called a dereliction of duty under the Criminal Act, under the Civil Act. But now what has happened, let me explain to you further. Until last year, there was a place where there was a review that we could take the officer to the criminal court. But now the state government has issued that we have to first complain to the higher ups and then take him to the criminal courts. So this is done last year by the state government. Why was this done? Just to safeguard the bureaucrats, safeguard the police department. This has been happening from the legislation. There is a problem with the legislation. I myself in two cases, I would not take the ward officer to court, but I was declared absent to the MC, Municipal Commissioner, who is a bigger thief. So how do I go complain about the lower thief to the higher thief when I had a court remedy? Thank you.
minute, Lillian. I think this is the last question.
If you are out of time.
I know we are running out of time. That's why.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, please go ahead.
This is for the independents. If you win on an independent ticket, you cannot impose your will and work alone. You will have to support a party. Which party will you support? As a single person, what can you do to keep to your promise to the citizens? What work have you done for your area besides your place of residence, and how successful?
1 minute, there is one more independent candidate. Can I just ask her the question?
Yeah,
in
please
Marathi?
ask him.
In Marathi,
There are three
okay?
parts to the question.
आपल्याला विचारलंय की इंडिपेंडेंट कॅन्डिडेट एकटे मिळून BMC मध्ये काम करू शकत नाही. जर तुम्ही जिंकून आलात तर कुठच्या पार्टीला तुम्ही सपोर्ट द्या. करेक्ट? येस. एवढंच उत्तर द्यायचंय. त्यांना देऊन दे मग तुम्ही.
And one more part of the question is, what work have you done in your areas beyond your place of residence, and how successful?
अच्छा, तुम्ही काही काम केलंय का ह्याच्या आधी, आणि जर केलंय तर तुम्ही सांगा. What? 1 minute. तुम्ही काय काम, सोशल वर्क काय?
माझा एरिया कळीश्वरी मंदिरचे तुम्ही स्टार्ट करू. मेन कळीश्वरी माता ताजलँडच्या पाठीमागे, जेणेकरून BMCने 18 वर्षात तिथे झळक दाखवली नव्हती. 18 वर्षाचा कचरा मी स्वतः महिला मंडळ स्टार्ट करून आणि 18 वर्षाचं अभियान करून 8 डंपर कचरा मी प्रथमच पाठवला. त्यानंतर आम्ही सगळे सोशल वर्करने एकत्र येऊन पूर्ण एरिया क्लीन करायचं ठरवलं. तो आजपर्यंत मी आता BMCकडे जाऊन येऊन ते माझा अभियान पूर्ण एरियाचा कचरा रोजचा तिथला क्लिनिंग करायचं ठरलं आणि ते आजपर्यंत मी चालू केलं. पण आता मी जेव्हा BMCकडे जाते, पाण्याची लाईन, शौचालय अजूनही तिथे नाही आहे. आणि आता जे माझे पार्सल आहेत, आता मला BMCने सांगितलं की मॅडम आता आपलं इलेक्शन आहे, इलेक्शन नंतर तुमची जे प्रोसिजर आम्ही पास करून ठेवले ते नंतर करणार. पण BMCने मला छानपैकी आतापर्यंत तरी सपोर्ट केला. ह्याच्या आधी माझा एरिया एवढा स्लम घाणेरडा होता की तिथे कोणी 2 मिनिटं उभंच राहू शकत नव्हतं. ते आजपर्यंत आम्ही सगळ्या महिला एकत्र येऊन BMC बरोबर काम करत इथपर्यंत पोहोचली. मी स्वतः करणार. कुठलीही पार्टी, नो इम्पोर्टेंट, नो पार्टी, नो. जसं आजपर्यंत मी स्वतः इथपर्यंत आली आहे. 4 संस्था ओनली फॉर महिला विकास मंडळ करता इथपर्यंत पोहोचली. ऑल बॉम्बेमध्ये मी सायली विकास मंडळ म्हणून ठेवलंय. पण मी न पार्टीला सपोर्ट करता इथपर्यंत आली. इथूनच आता एकटीही करणार.
I would like to firstly educate people. My first thing is, no parties fund you for your BMC or your MLA. It is the fund which comes from the government. Okay. Secondly, parties only fund you during election. So that is the only point where party comes into power. Otherwise, your candidate works for you. There's a cooperative fund allocated in every ward. There's an MLA fund allocated to every ward. This is an education that people should know. People ask me, as an independent, what will you do? I said, not being in power, not being a cooperator, I can do work. If I have the cooperative fund, I can do better work. And one step ahead, parties are basically only names with respect to the numbers in the council. Like for example, if I have to join in becoming a mayor or a deputy mayor, then that works, not otherwise. Otherwise, you need person to come on ground and work for you with the cooperator's fund. That is A. Secondly, if you ask a question in whichever vicinity you live, what has a cooperator being in party done for you? I don't see anything in my place, Kadeshwari. I have worked for Kadeshwari. I have demolished 200 storm water drains. None of the cooperators have done anything what I have done. I take the onus. I have worked in Varana Road. 40 years, nobody has worked there. People have complimented me for doing redevelopment work in the sewer system. And I stand, and there are people who can stand testimony to my work. So I have done in Kaleshwari in other areas also, stormwater drain, sewage work and other basic street lamp works, your lane work, etc. So I have been helping people and I can do it if I am given the mandate, and I promise you all that. Thank you. In fact, I've answered them that I don't need a party.
Because of lack of time, and we've already seen a lot of people going, they want to go home and have lunch, I suppose. I'm sorry, we will have to wind the meeting up now, and I call upon Mr. Gordon De Silva to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you to all of you for coming here. It has been an excellent discussion. I hope you have all gained from this. But a very special thanks to the sisters for giving us this hall. They were here. Sisters, thank you very much for giving us the hall. The staff of St. Joseph for helping us to set up this hall, put the chairs, getting the banners up. They have been extremely helpful to us, to the sisters of St. Joseph Convent. And thank you to all our candidates over here, to all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have all heard them. We have tried to be as neutral as possible. There is a small thing that we have asked.
Yeah, 1 minute please.
Just 1 minute.
Can you please sit down? This is a charter of demands made by us. By us means the citizens of this ward. And we are giving copies of it to every one of the candidates. First, water, implement all schemes for augmentation of water supply. Second, public health care, improve municipal dispensaries and hospitals with upgraded technology and healthcare facilities. Solid waste management, promote segregation of waste at source through incentive schemes and implement the municipal solid waste rules 2000 unconditionally. Implement zero waste concept in public and private properties. Frame policy for slum garbage and introduce Swachh Mumbai Prabodhan Abhiyan in Gauthans having narrow lanes. Roads and footpaths, safe footpaths for walking and well-maintained motorable roads. Implement ducting for utility services. Strict enforcement on the terms and conditions of road contracts. Public education, improve municipal schools infrastructure and teaching methods. Convert municipal libraries into digital libraries, e-learning centers and study rooms. Implementation of reservations as per Development Plan 2034. Construction of municipal market at St. John Baptist Road. Implementation of existing municipal market at Hill Road for the purpose of sale of fruit, vegetables, meat, fish, etc. Sewage pumping station at Kaleshwari should be fully operational. Implementation of solid